if we're out in the middle of the street somewhere and my son stops breathing and somebody wearing a Maltese cross on their shirt walks by, my wife is going to shove that kid in your chest before she asks you your name. And I think it is worth recognizing that the reputation and the trust that the fire service has is above any other service, is above any other job, is at a very unique level. You know, a helpless mother will hand you her dying child without question because she believes that you know what to do and will do it. That kind of responsibility, that kind of trust must be earned and maintained and held in the highest regard. You know, there is nothing else that says more about the reputation of a profession than that fact, right? So, you know, I guess in talking about all of this, and in wrapping up the first part of this combat ready program, I want to give you a little gut check. And I want you to imagine a scenario, a very, very difficult scenario to imagine. But you're alone and you're in Hawaii or wherever it is you want to go, or if you live in Hawaii, you're in Pennsylvania, lucky you now, but you went somewhere on a trip and you're not going to be around to help in this scenario. And while you're gone and out of town, your house is on fire. And whoever you love the most is trapped inside. Your mother, your husband, your pet iguana, your son or your daughter, they're trapped in your house on fire and you are nowhere around to help, right? And, you know, they're trapped in their room. They've called 911. The smoke is filling the room. They're stuffing towels under the door, but it's still pushing in, right? They're nervous. They're crying. They're yelling for help, right? This is your son. This is your mother. This is your father. This is your wife. And they're crouching down. They're getting down on their knees. They're getting lower and lower, but the smoke's coming in. It's getting hotter. They're down on their belly now. They're sucking the carpet, right? They're coughing. Their face mucus is running down their faces. They can barely breathe. And as this circle of darkness begins to kind of close in their field of vision, and they can feel, I'm about to pass out. I'm going to lose consciousness, right? And they know that's what's coming. They know they're trapped in this fire. They're terrified. You know, they're on death's doorstep. And in the last moments of their consciousness, they hear the siren in the background. The question I want you to ask yourself is when it was your wife, your son, your daughter, your mother, your family member, and you're their only hope, are you the firefighter that you want and that you trust coming when it's your family? And that's a very, very challenging scenario to imagine. It's a very tough scenario, but it is what we do for everybody else every day. And if that scenario makes you nervous, if you're not sure what the answer to that is, then this is a gut check. And it's time to recalibrate yourself. It's time to recalibrate your company. It's time to recalibrate your department and get your house in order, because that is exactly who we are for everybody else out there, and they deserve what we would demand for our own family.